I'd like to take the time to make a update video on my channel and things that are going on with it. But first, before we start, I would like to thank everyone who has sent me messages, comments, with support, praying for me, hoping that, most of my health issues get better. And, when I do post a video, they said, hey, great, I'm glad to see it, thank you, and that, I do deeply appreciate that. It does mean something to me, even though I may not respond or anything. But I do get all your messages, and I'd like to thank my subscribers and people for words of support and encouragement, and thank you. Okay. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I want to update on the situation. Now, in the past few months, I've said, look, I might have to retire. There's several things I was doing that I had to stop doing because it's just, any custom reloading cannot be done. Any conversions and that it just got to the point where converting to Betterly rifles, people were sending me stuff I couldn't work with, and I was returning a large amount of it there. So a lot of that stuff had to stop, and it has been for months. And my situation personally has gotten pretty complicated, and I'm dealing with multiple things right at the moment. So everything is uncertain. Okay. I'm trying to get each and every problem ironed out one by one. It may take a while. I still have time, like now I made a bunch of videos and that. I still do have time to make videos. Okay. The only thing is, at a moment's notice, my situation may change and I will no longer be able to have time to make videos. Okay, that's the problem. But I'm working things out, and my health issues I'm working on. I had to change doctors and coming up with a new plan, and basically I have to figure out what's best for me in the long run without it, wearing my health down to where it just makes it worse for me. Also, a lot of people have contacted me and on a lot of the topics, that the political ones, like the war in Ukraine, and a lot of stuff is going on now. Okay, and with inflation, and I mean they're talking the price of gasoline is going to go up to $6 an hour, $6 a gallon. That would be devastating to the whole country. Okay, there's a lot of serious things going on, and some people used to me making comments on it and everything, and have been asking. The problem is with the censorship and the way things are being done, and on top of just my problems, there's all these problems in our society and world that's crashing down on top of my own personal issues. Okay, and I believe it affects all of us, and a lot of people look for me to make some sort of comment on that. Now, the problem with it is, with the censorship and the way things are, like when I got burned, I made the video like a year or so ago, okay? And then they changed their policy and come back and suspended me for something that was out there for over a year, okay? So I kind of backed off from that because, say I talk about a topic, be it the Ukrainian war or something, okay, and I talk about this topic and there's no problem with it. But 6 months later, they decide to change their content, that this content is harmful or radical, okay? A lot of things, and I can make a video on that, just being an American and from what, you know, I'm used to living here my life in the United States of America. We have something called the Constitution and Bill of Rights and all this other stuff. And to me, it's unimaginable that there are people out there, for me even saying this, saying that they're going against our country's basic laws, the laws that founded our country, makes me a radical threat to society. For me to disagree with policies, be it ideological or now with anything, a decision of a medical thing, if I disagree with that, then I'm actually a threat to society. So it's kind of hard. And like I said, I mean, people ask and people come to me and say, hey, you know, what about this? What about that? And it's difficult because no matter what outlet you're getting your information from, okay, on any of these subject matters, be it mainstream news, be it, you know, one person is Tucker Carlson, okay, if, you know, watch his videos, that's one slant, and he does point out this stuff, okay, and, you know, they say he lies and everything, but it's not. Okay, he even has news clips backing this up where people publicly have said things, and he goes, "How can they say, you know, say one thing publicly, then you know, twist it all around?" So it's difficult, but I may have time, and you know, there's a lot of things to comment on because the economy is bad, and basically what it's going to come down to is you have to stick together with family and friends to weather through this. Okay, you know, like they say, no man is an island. You're not going to be able to face any of this alone, and we have to start reverting back to where you rely on the people around you. Okay, to get through this, and you know, the way our society is, it's kind of like every man for himself. You know, you get a lot of that, but that's got to stop. So, yeah, like I said, I'll probably, I don't know for sure. I can have some free time. I've got caught up on some projects, and the weather isn't exactly nice, so I may make some commentary videos, take the risk, and see what happens. On the topics of just the economy, the war in Ukraine, which this is not going away anytime soon, and what you hear on the news, and what I hear from people that live there now, are living there. Okay, fortunately, my wife's family lives in a region where there is no combat activity, okay, but this changes on a daily basis. There's a lot of international weird crap going on where I think they're going to end up dividing this country up. And a lot of things there make no sense. And a lot of bullshit too. A lot of lies. Alright? So that's its own entity. The thing going on in our country, okay, with the economy, I believe we went bankrupt back in 2008. And now they're just giving money out, sending aid and billions of dollars outside of this country. You know, the job situation, they can't find people to work, and it's all confusing and it's all insane. And I will get some insight into a lot of these things, you know, and the price of gasoline is going to kill us. Then the surplus market. I've seen a few things here recently. Everyone has the videos, and I've made them, you know, about surplus. Is it dead or whatever? And a lot of fellows out there have these videos top 10 guns under $500 in 2022 and all this other stuff. But the sad reality is, and I'll cover this in detail in a video, some of the sales techniques that 2 or 3 of these dealers use, they move stuff at a high price. And I mean, they really move it. It's not fake, or it's not like a gun broker auction where it's chilled up, or, you know, somebody keeps bidding. They start at 1 penny, and then next thing you know, it goes for thousands. And you can't really tell the integrity of this. I've seen where people, and it's instant, there's such a demand, he puts a price on there, which is premium price, okay, and he moves stuff in minutes. I'll explain that in the video. It's unreal, you know, because I've seen a bunch of Finish M28 31s or whatever, or 32s. They all went for $1,000 to $1,100. Okay, granted they were primo grade stuff; they weren't no junk. But to move that in a matter of 5 minutes, okay, is unbelievable. I used to be able to get something a little bit more mediocre than that back in the day for like $65. Okay, I could buy them rifles. And really, they're neat guns, they're accurate guns, but it's like a club, alright? You know, Mauser's a much nicer, appealing rifle than these things, but the fact that people snap them up for well over $1,000 for, I'd say, excellent plus condition weapons too. This is not, you know, this is not this found out in the desert stuff that's, you know, basically relic parts. But yeah, we gotta discuss that because the market is changing. Whether you like it or not, you know, it is. And it's becoming more expensive to continue with the surplus hobby. Then we've had 2 or 3 mass shootings, which now is going to throw all the shooting sports. So even if you're not into surplus, if you just wish to have a gun to defend your home, to recreational shoot, or you like to target shoot, or whatever, this ongoing crisis and prices of ammunition and everything, and stuff is not available, with them trying to, even if they don't pass a law, the fact this is in the news, people probably are panic buying. So we're going to have to do some more panic buying videos, but it's not as bad as I thought, because I had to go and purchase a few things that I ran short of, and I just don't have time to reload. And the prices have been gradually lowering down on ammunition, okay? Gradually. They're not back to pre-crisis days here, this last crisis. But, you know, that's going to throw the whole shooting sports off, and defense, and with the ongoing political changes, people are already getting ready for more strange things. There's a new health issue, monkeypox. Okay, this is another topic. I mean, there's so much going on. I can make 20, 30 videos. Okay, and some of my longtime supporters and subscribers have asked me to, and if I do get the time, I will sit down and make some. Basically, that's what I'm telling you guys. I'm going to try my best. I will keep going as long as I possibly can. Like I said, some things may change, and I will have to divert my attention to some things where I will not have that much time to dedicate to my channel like I have the past few years. I mean, I dedicated a lot of my time to the channel and the video making. But that may, you know, not be possible anymore. But I still will try to get out whatever I can when I can. And you guys in the membership program and all the rest of the subscribers that send support, again, thank you for that. It helps me keep going. But there's some dark times ahead. So stay tuned, gentlemen, and I'll try to get some stuff out there and stay in touch with all these.